All right, we are recording now. I am going to just jump in and get started. It is July 5th today, the day after the 4th of July, so many people may still be recovering or spending more time with their families at this point. So hopefully we'll have some people jump on in as you're able to join us live. If not, I'm recording this and it'll be available for everybody to watch afterwards. So we are going to jump in because I have a huge presentation to show you today for our 5th Avon Sales Bootcamp session, which by your request is all focused on properly, effectively using social media to grow your business. So I'm going to switch over to screen share, walk you through a big presentation that hopefully goes through a lot of good tips that you're going to be able to put into action right away. And then at the end, depending on our time, I'm hoping to stop and then actually go over to show you my Facebook page, my Facebook business page, Avon Social, some of the other tools that you have available so that you can start using these things right away. Let me get switched over to screen share though. Okay, so we are in screen share mode right here, and we are going to jump right in. This is the 5th session of our Avon Sales Bootcamp that we have been working through for the past few weeks to really help everybody to get their business into shape. Hi, Claudia. I'm glad you could join us. So we're just about to go through the agenda, and then we're going to dive right in. So today's agenda, we're going to do a super duper quick recap of the previous sessions where we went through a lot of different ideas on how to grow your sales, how to find new customers. Then I'm going to go through some very basic tips for using social media to grow your business. We'll talk specifically then about how to promote your business on your personal profile, how to promote your business on your Facebook business page, how to utilize groups on Facebook to build your business. We're going to talk about Avon Social, which is this amazing tool that Avon has provided us with that is completely free, totally easy to use to help you to grow your business. And then we're going to go through a few other tools, tips, and resources and close it from there. So let's dive right in. To give a quick recap of some of the strategies we've shared before, and I'm not going to read through these all again because I've read through them all again in our previous sessions, but I do encourage you to take a quick look at this. These are 24, I believe, different strategies for finding new customers. And we've also got a bunch of strategies for raising your average order size with the orders that you do already have coming in from your customers. We've dived into every one of these topics specifically in the previous session. So if you haven't seen those and these are topics you're interested in, be sure that you're going back and taking a look at these topics because there's a lot of good content there. For today, it's all about social media. Social media, and specifically Facebook, is really the one that we're going to focus in on today, is a fantastic way to grow your business. There are a lot of different strategies and tips and information out there. I have learned a lot over the course of the past year by participating in the Social Selling Simplified webinar series that was hosted by Scott Kramer. He's the CEO of a company called Multibrain, and this is what they do. What they do is social media, and how do you promote your business on social media. They are the experts in this. A lot of the images and the content and the tips that I'm going to be sharing during the next few minutes specifically come from these people at Multibrain, our social selling experts. So the first thing I want to recommend that everybody does is, if you're not already part of this Facebook group, Social Selling by Avon Social, be sure that you sign up as to join that group. They're constantly putting out tips, resources, information. They have made it their job to be the experts in social selling, so that when Facebook makes a change, or Instagram or Twitter, if something changes that affects how we promote our business on social media, these are the people that are going to let you know that. They're the experts. And as I said, a lot of what I'm going to show you comes directly from this group. So be sure to join this group. Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to stop our screen share for just a second, and I am going to put anybody who's participating with us here on mute, but feel free to unmute yourself if you have something to say. I just want to make sure we have a nice, clean video for everybody that's watching. Okay, we're going to go back to screen share now. All right, so be sure to join that group. That's the first thing I wanted to make sure to tell you. This is a statistic that comes directly from our experts over in our Social Selling Simplified group. Facebook has 1.1 billion estimated monthly visitors. That's huge. Instagram, you're looking at about 500 million estimated monthly visitors using those sites. If you think about that and you think about the impact that you can have by promoting your business online, this is a massive opportunity. Every single Avon representative should have a strong presence on social media. We should be using this for our business. This gives us the availability to be able to contact so many more people than the people that we know in our day-to-day interactions or the people that we know face-to-face. Social media helps you connect to the people that you currently know. It helps you to connect with the people that they know. It helps you connect with new people that you can get to know. There's a lot of really great ways to use social media to really expand your network of potential customers. So if you live in a small town, or you don't get out very much, or you don't see a lot of people day to day, or you don't have a lot of friends or family, social media is going to be your ticket to a potentially massive customer base. So be sure that you have a strong presence in social media. What we're going to do here is go through a few very basic tips about utilizing social media, and then we're going to dive into some specifics about how to use each of the different aspects of our personal page, our business page, and our groups to grow our business. One of the tips that's so important to remember is to be patient. You can't grow a successful business overnight. It takes time. I think a lot of times, sometimes people may watch a training like this or something else and then hop online to Facebook and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a business page, or I'm going to make a post on Facebook. And then you sit there and we wait, where are the orders? Waiting for the orders to come in. And the orders don't come in right away like that. That's just not how it works. It's not a one-time thing where you post something and then all of a sudden everybody sees your post, clicks on your link, and starts placing their orders. That's just not how it works. This is something that we do slowly, consistently, day by day, in a variety of different ways that creates an impact over time. So be patient. Don't expect every single post or every single thing you do to result in and create instant results. The other thing that we want to make sure that everybody is doing from a very basic level is make sure that you're using the correct URL website address for your web store when you're sharing it. So the correct way is going to be www.youravon.com/ and now here it says rep name. You may have customized that last part to be something else when you set up your web store. At the end of this session, I'm going to bring you over to youravon.com and I'll show you some places where you can confirm what your web store is so that you can make sure you're sharing the correct thing. For example, my web store is www.youravon.com/Amy DeLine. Yours might be your first name and last name. It might be a first initial, last initial. It might be something else totally custom that you set up. But you want to make sure that you've got that down so that you're leading people to the right place to shop. Next thing that's so important to remember as you're communicating with people on social media is use a conversational tone when you're talking to your audience. And this applies whether you are posting on your personal page, in a group, on your business page. Social media, at Facebook specifically, it's a place that we come to get social, to get personal with each other. So be conversational, be friendly, be you. You don't want to make it sound like you're just posting a generic business ad all the time. You want to be able to draw people in by your conversational tone. Most importantly here, be authentic, be you. Many of you who are actively trying to grow your business, you follow other Avon representatives, so you probably see the pictures they post, the videos they post, and it can be very easy sometimes to look at the things that other people are posting and say, oh, well, I can't do that because I'm not like that, or I'm not comfortable like this, or that's my personality is different, or my skill set is different, or I'm younger, or I'm older, or whatever the case may be. It can be easy to look at other people and start comparing yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just be you, whoever you are. If you are, young and fun and peppy and bright, be young and fun and peppy and bright. If you're a little more subdued or more focused on being an expert in skincare knowledge, then be the expert and let that be you. Be whoever you are. Don't worry about trying to make your posts feel like somebody else's. Your friends and family are going to be attracted to you being you. Another great way, just in general on social media, in any of these different strategies that we talk about today, to engage people and get people to communicate back with you, is to ask questions. And I'm going to show you something that we have in Avon Social, the tool that I was mentioning, that can help you to prompt people with fun little questions that just get people engaged. A lot about being successful with social media is just about engaging people, the people you already know, new people, creating new relationships, and questions can be a great way to do that. Another thing, another important tip to remember is to share content multiple times, multiple times, multiple times, multiple times. We've talked a little bit about this in previous sessions in terms of just a general sales tip, that when we think about ourselves as consumers, there's actual research that shows that most consumers need to be touched by a new product or a new service or something that's being offered to them multiple times, sometimes up to 7 times before they're willing to dive in and seal the deal, to make a purchase, or even just to click over to your web store. So we want to be providing all these different contacts with customers. You can't assume that just because you posted an image of the vitamin C serum last week that everybody that you know saw it and already decided whether they wanted it or not. That was one little contact, one touch. So you want to be able to share the content multiple times. Let them see the fun little ad about vitamin C. Show them a video. Show them you using it. Post something about your results and how much you enjoyed it. Post another customer's testimonial. Find different ways to share content multiple times so that you can make sure that you're giving people those contacts to get them interested in what you're sharing. All right, 2 things that I think are the 2 most important things that I will talk about in this entire video. So I want to draw attention to them here. 2 tips that I think are going to change the way that you work your business on social media. Number 1, stop shouting. Whisper, don't shout. This comes directly from our experts at Multibrain who ran our Social Selling Simplified trainings. And honestly, I think this is the thing that has changed my business and changed the way that I promote my business on social media since I've been participating in those trainings. When we say stop shouting or whisper, don't shout, essentially what we're talking about is we need to be a little bit more gentle with how we communicate about our business. If the only thing that you are doing is posting your web store link on your Facebook page again and again and again, and just pretty much saying to your friends, buy from me, 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 they're going to get tired of hearing you shout, buy from me, and they're going to tune out a lot of those posts. They're not, all those things that you're posting are not effective. They're not getting to your customer base. They're not attracting them. They're not making them curious because they're tuning you out because you've been shouting too much. We want to whisper. By whisper, it means to share these things a little bit more gently. First off, we want it to be about, there's an 80-20 rule that about 80% of what you post on Facebook should be kind of the fun, social, engaging, you being you. 20% is more that direct, come for me, shop my business, join my team kind of stuff. So you want to make sure there's a balance. If somebody goes to your personal page, they should look and be able to see clearly that you're an Avon representative, but they should also see a lot about you, who you are, what you're interested in, what you're doing. Those are going to be the things that are going to connect people and make them more open to hearing the more direct, check out this product that I'm selling because I love it sort of posts. So whisper, don't shout. Number 2, most important thing is use social media to be social. Okay, social media is all about being social. It's about connecting with people. It's about meeting new people. It's about engaging with them. Some of the ways that we can be social and connect with people online is by listening. We can do things to educate, to provide product information. We can post things that inspire other people or that engage them by asking questions or asking for advice that they might be able to help us with. We can do things to entertain people, posting funny jokes or an image that struck us and made us laugh. And we can do it by participating. Participating might mean liking other people's posts. If somebody else that you know post about something, comment on it. Wish people happy birthday on their birthday. Comment on their pictures. Add a cute little note. The more that you participate and engage with other people and just generally be social with other people online, the more open they're going to be to hearing what you have to say when you're trying to promote your business. So be social, connect with people, the people you know, connect with people they know, connect with new people, and that's going to help you ultimately to turn that into business results. Okay, I am going to, this goes along with that here. A social selling tip, and this comes again from that Avon social page I showed you. Don't just post and wait for new customers. Go on out there and find people and find pages that you enjoy, your community, your passions, and participate in conversations. This is important too, because what this is pointing to is that everything that you do on Facebook makes a difference. All of your engagement, being social, connecting with new people make a difference. It's not just about the times when you're posting your web store link. There's a lot of other ways that we can engage on social media to grow our business. And that might mean joining community pages. I know that my local community has a Facebook group that's very active. They post about things going on in the community, but I also find opportunities in that page all the time where somebody's complaining about the bugs, and I can say, I happen to sell Avon, our bug guard is fantastic. Let me know if you'd like more information. Or when somebody posts something saying they're looking for more money, and I can message them and say, I saw your post. I've got this opportunity I can offer you with Avon. Things like that. It might be joining groups just based on things you're interested in, like cooking or different hobbies, where you get a chance to connect with new people, to get to know them, to listen to them, and start learning about their needs and finding places where Avon might work for those needs. So it's not just all about Avon, it's just about being social and connecting. That will lead to some Avon success. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water here, and I'm going to stop screen share for just a second because I know we've got Claudia here with us. Claudia, do you have any questions or comments about anything I've said so far, or are you feeling good so far? I can unmute you if you have something to say. Hang on one second. Let me unmute you. Okay, you are unmuted if you have anything you'd like to say or ask before we jump in more.
Hi, not now, no.
Okay, so doing good so far? Good. Okay, I'm gonna have another sip of water and we're gonna jump back in. All right, so let me get us back over to our screen share. Okay, what we're going to do at this point now is we're going to dive a little bit deeper into 3 different main categories on Facebook that we can use to grow our business and how we use those things effectively, because we use each of these things a little bit differently. So how we promote our business is going to look different and feel different in each of these areas. So everybody has a Facebook profile. Your Facebook profile, it's your personal timeline, and the key word here is personal. When we talk about our main Facebook profile, this is the place where we want to make sure that we are for sure following that 80-20 rule, where at least 80% of what we're posting should be us engaging, fun, social, connecting with the people that we know and the people that know us. And I'm going to show you some examples and some ways you can still incorporate Avon into that in a way that's very fun and social and personal on your personal page. Then we all have the opportunity to create a business page. Some of you already have business pages, some of you may not. So I'm going to also show you just generally how you can get started with your business page. Your business page is your social storefront. It's like your virtual storefront, as if people were coming in. We don't have stores that people can walk into. They can walk on into our Facebook business page though, and it should give them an idea of what we offer in our business. It should be a place where they can connect with us or ask questions, where we can offer reminders for our customers, share new products, share new product information, and I'll show you what some of that looks like and how Avon Social can help us specifically with our business page is kind of a big one there. And then we also have the opportunity to set up Facebook groups. Groups are a more social place on Facebook where it might be a place that you set up for your team if you have a team. You can set up a group for your customers. You can set up a group just based on something you're interested in. Moms who love to cook could be a group that you set up, that you invite other moms who love to cook into there. It just gives you another way to connect with more people, to expand the number of people that you know who could become potential customers, even if your group is not specifically focused on Avon. So there's another opportunity there. We're going to start by talking about our Facebook profile. The important thing to remember here with our Facebook profile is that your business is personal. And we really want to make sure that we are being personal on our personal Facebook profile. But there are ways that we can also use our personal page to promote our business in a very personal way. I'm going to show you some examples. Here's another reminder, like I mentioned, We talk a lot about the 80-20 rule, that 80% of the things that you post, particularly on your personal page, should be your journey, the things that are personal, what you're doing, what your experience is with the Avon opportunity or with the Avon products or just with your life in general. 20% is the sell. I should be able to look on anybody's Facebook page in this group and see that you're an Avon representative, but I should see more than that. I should see about you. I should see what you did yesterday for the 4th of July. I should see what you cooked for dinner on Monday, what your family is doing, the things that make you you. And intertwined in that, there can be some of that, the sell, the more direct, I sell Avon, come shop with me sort of things. A thing that's very important to remember about your personal page, even though it is your personal page and is a representation of you, like we said, our business is personal. So all of the things, everything that we post on our personal page is reflected on our business. People don't just come to us to buy Avon, they come to shop with us specifically. So we want to make sure that we're communicating a positive image on Facebook. It's detrimental to our business if we use our personal Facebook page to complain or to post overly controversial things that are going to potentially not work in your favor for your business. So you want to make sure that our personal page, even though it's your personal page, is a good reflection of you, a positive reflection that's going to help you generate the business success as well. So we want to make sure we're being positive. I like that little bee image. Okay, what I want to do here, these are some screenshots from my personal Facebook page. I'm hoping that at the end, I'm going to actually bring you over and you can take a look at what my personal Facebook page looks like and the balance between the personal posts and the Avon posts. But these are some screenshots from recent posts which demonstrate ways that I'm using my personal Facebook page to promote my business in a personal way. So you'll notice in all of these examples that there's not a whole lot of just buy from me stuff. Some of these posts don't mention Avon at all. Some of them mention it as kind of a side note. A lot of times I'll put my link in the comments rather than in the main post and make the main post more of a story or something fun. So here's an example. This is a picture when I visited the Avon offices and they did a photo shoot, but I told a little story about what it was like and how I was nervous and I was uncomfortable, but that I had this great picture and it was, I'm really happy with it. One of the things that I like about a post like this is it shares a bit about the Avon opportunity in a story that is just, it's something that happened to me. But it lets people know that these are fun things I do as an Avon representative. Sometimes I go to New York City, I get a photo shoot. They do these great things that make me feel good. So in a way here, I share the Avon opportunity without just saying, join my team, startavon.com, here's my reference code. I just told them a little bit about what the opportunity was like and in a way that makes them interested and curious. Over here, a little post, my son was bored. He wanted to do something Avon, so we got a bunch of jewelry and he did a video. It was fun. It was silly. He covered himself with the jewelry. But in the course of this 6 or 7 minute video that he did, he also showed about 25 pieces of Avon jewelry, talked about what he loved about them. People got to see the box. We saw the Avon Kids line. So it was this fun, silly thing that my son did that people watched because he's funny and they wanted to see what he's doing. But we also had an opportunity in that way to share these great jewelry pieces that are coming up as part of the new neutrals. Here's a picture that I got from my web store of these Avon slippers, but I didn't make this a post about come buy these slippers. It was a silly post about how I bought the slippers. My kids took them. They disappeared. I can't find them. And I'm hunting down where did my slippers go. So it's this fun little thing, silly thing that's happening, but it's also showcasing Avon slippers, and I posted the link in the comments. So it's a little bit more of the sell there, a little more direct, but again, there's something else. There's something personal there because this is my personal Facebook page. Here's another picture that took place in New York City. And again, this advertises in a way the Avon opportunity without me saying, join my team, here's the reference code, sign up now. But it shows a picture of here I am with other Avon representatives. We're in New York City. We're having fun. It's a way that I can communicate that this is what the Avon opportunity looks like. And it makes people interested. It makes them think, that looks fun. So maybe down the line, a couple weeks from now, if I do post something that says, I'm growing my team, come join me, they're going to remember this picture. they're going to remember this picture. They're going to remember that my kids are involved and that we're having fun. They're going to remember that we have great things like slippers. All these things are going to kind of come together and have a big impact when I do go for the sell and say, join my team or shop with me. Here's another fun recent thing. I got all these lipsticks as part of the Build Like a Boss incentive scratch-off ticket. So I post a picture with all these fun lipsticks here and how I was a little confused. I thought I made a mistake. Again, this communicates a huge message here to people who are scrolling through my feed. They're going to be drawn in by this image, this picture I took of all these lipsticks. They're going to be curious about that. They might be curious about these trophies in the back here too. It's not accidental that I set up my lipsticks in front of the trophies, because they draw attention and they make people curious. This also, again, talks about the opportunity in this case. It says to them, fun things happen when you're an Avon representative. Sometimes you win prizes like 48 lipsticks, or you get trophies, you get these fun shipments. It also advertises the lipsticks. I had people, as a result of this post, that commented that they were looking for a new nude lipstick. So I got in touch with her and I said, I've got one for you. So it gave me an opportunity to connect with my customers as well. These are a couple other recent images that I posted. This one, again, kind of speaks more to the Avon opportunity and that I'm able to work my business from home. I posted some silly screenshots from the meeting I did in our group a few weeks ago where my little guy was pretty much crawling on me the entire time. It's fun. It's silly. He's got this cute little goofy face in the back there. So again, it just makes it look fun. It makes other people that I know who are also moms see you can have an Avon business and have young kids at the same time. You can do these things together, and it's fun. Here's a post, some pictures I took of myself wearing the new jewelry, wearing an Avon dress. You notice I didn't even put my web store address up here in the top here. I just wrote Monday's call for easy, stretchy wear, anywhere dresses and shiny new jewelry. People are going to it's going to catch their attention because they're my friends and my family, and they're going to see this picture of me. But at the same time, I'm advertising the clothing and sorry, I scrolled too fast. And then I put the link down here so that if anybody's interested in more, they've got the link there. They can still go ahead and make that purchase, but they're going to be drawn in by the personal post that I made of myself using and wearing the products. Speaking of my friend who saw that lipstick post and said she needed a nude lipstick, I gave her one in her order. She posted this post right here on her page, which is a wonderful example about how friend referrals can work online to help you grow your business. She was so excited by the few lipstick samples and the full-size lipstick that I had given her in her order. She made this beautiful post about how great the experience was, her warm memories about Avon. It started this conversation. This was on her page, and then I copied it and shared it on my page too. I gained a new customer within 15 minutes from this post that my friend made, who was interested in the Skin So Soft Bug Guard wipes. I communicated with the new customer in a comment. She went online, placed an order. I've got a new customer based on this friend referral from my friend. It also, again, it gives me a way to just talk about how special Avon is and how it's so full of memories and friendships and personal connections. So I share the products and the opportunities and a friend referral all in one swoop there. Here's another little picture, another example about how I incorporate Avon into a personal post on my page. I took this picture the other night. I was taking a bubble bath. This is an Avon glass. I love these glasses. And I just posted so grateful for so many things, including bubble baths, Prosecco, and discounts on perfect wine glasses. Again, I put the link in the comments down here. So it's a fun, cute picture. People enjoy these things. It's the way that we connect with our friends. Claudia, give me a thumbs up if you're good, or if you have any questions or comments about using your personal page to promote Avon. I can take it. Let me take you off of mute here. Oh, and looks, we have somebody else here. Hi, Carly. All right, Claudia, you're unmuted. If you have
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
All right, I'm late.
Pausing here for a second to see if we have any questions about utilizing our personal page, or comments too, Carly, because you use your personal page also really effectively to engage with your customers in a way that's still fun and personal and gets people to connect with you. It's not just about posting your web store link and pictures of products. So if you have anything you want to add about using your personal page to promote, jump on in, or any questions or comments from Claudia.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just about sharing your story, like even the crazy. And that sounds funny, but like you share about your boys, how people engage and relate to that, and they find it funny. Gabe saying hi. Mwah. So, just sharing that, because people like laughter, and it's funny. My crazy lifestyle is funny, and they like that I can do that from home. And they might not jump right away, but eventually, maybe they'll have a bad day at the office, and they're thinking like, man, I would rather be like that than do what I'm doing. And one thing Scott Kramer said, and it's such a simple thing, but I just started doing it. I would post to my business page and post to my Avon page. So what I started doing is posting some things on my business page and then sharing it from there so that they can see, she has a business page too. So it's not like I'm sharing it on one and then separately sharing it on the other. I share it from there so they see the title of my business page, and I've gotten a lot more likes and follows on my business page that way.
Yes.
It's such a simple thing, right?
I know, and it's huge. And like you said, that's one of the ways that we can draw people into our business page, which is going to be the next thing that we talk about. But I agree completely with what you just said about all these things that we do on our personal page that share the fun, the silly, all the different, the things we're proud of, the recognition. All those things that we share on our personal page are ways that we communicate the opportunity, and it's ways that we share the products in personal ways that actually get more attention and have a bigger impact on the long run than just posting our web store link again and again and again. If we do fun personal things, when we do post our web store link, it's going to get more attention. When we do say, I'm growing my team, is anybody interested? They're going to think back on all those other things that they saw that they thought, that looks fun. That looks fun. Maybe I can do that. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to switch back into screen share then, and we're going to dive a little bit more into business pages now and creating a business page. So I've got a little bit of basic information. And then at the end, I'm going to take everybody into Avon Social, because Avon Social is particularly useful for our business page. I'm going to show you how you can use that tool. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Every Avon representative should have a business page. It is super simple to set up your business page. Your business page is your virtual storefront. It's where people can come and they should get a sense of what you sell. What does Avon offer? What are you representing? This is a screenshot of my business page. If we have time at the end, I'll bring you over to the actual page and show it to you, but I didn't want to do too much jumping around during our presentation portion. So here's a screenshot. This is what my business page looks like. And we've got a few tips and information for setting up a business page. To set up a page, any place, when you're on Facebook, if you go to the top right corner, there's a little arrow, a little menu that you can click on, and you will see that there's an option that says create a page. So you simply click on create page, and then it's going to bring you to this. It's so simple. Facebook is going to walk you through creating your page. So you'll select the option for business or brand, and Facebook is going to walk you through from there. We'll give you the opportunity to create a name for your Facebook page, to set up anything that you'd like to get your page functioning. The business pages on Facebook have a ton of functionality, and honestly, I'm not an expert on all of it. There's things that you can do on your Facebook page that I know that I'm not even aware of. Don't feel overwhelmed by needing to know it all at once. Just get your page set up. I'm going to show you a couple things that our friends over at Multi-Brain recommend to us for our business page. I'm going to show you how to set those up right now, but don't get bogged down in having to have it all figured out. You'll be able to play with it and adjust your settings and get things changed as you learn more over time. One of the tips that we get from our friends over there is use a professional looking Facebook business page photo. It's going to give your page legitimacy. We want people to go over to your page and say, okay, this looks legit. This is my Avon representative. That looks like somebody that I want to shop with. I trust them by looking at that picture. For example, this is what it looks like when you come to mind. So hopefully you would look at this picture and say, I trust that lady. I'd shop Avon with her. I've also got a nice, professional, bright cover image here, which I got from Avon Social, that tool that I'm going to bring you guys in and show you how you can use. In Avon Social, there is a big selection here of Facebook business page covers. They're images that are perfectly sized to fit at the top of your business page. So you don't even have to fidget around trying to find an image that works there. They've given us the images that we can use. And you can change them out. And the nice thing about changing your cover images every so often is that it becomes a post on your page. It draws attention to your page. So when we go into Avon Social, I'm going to show you the content planner where you can find the whole section about the business page covers. But in general, you want to make sure that when somebody comes to your page, they look at it and say, okay, I trust this person, I trust this site, I'm curious, I'm going to shop with them. So that's tip 1 there. Next tip, we want to turn on your Facebook business instant reply messages. It's going to let your customers know that you're responsive, so that if a customer comes to your business page and they have a question, they're going to get an instant reply from you right away. So no matter what you're doing, if you're busy and you can't actually reply yet, they can at least get that instant reply message that's going to create an engagement with you, and then you'll be able to reply back afterwards. To do that, when you're on your business page that you're going to set up, you'll click over at Settings, which is at the top of the page, and then there's an option that says Messaging. When you click on Messaging, it'll bring you to this, and down here, there's this section that says Response Assistant. You can turn it on, and then you can customize your message here. So you see mine here says, thanks for messaging me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, please feel free to browse my web store. And there's my web store link. So it gives them an instant response, and then I can get back and be responsive with my customers as quickly as possible after. Another important tip for our business page is switch up the content formats that you use. Try posting photos, post videos, post links, post a variety of things. Bring your personal self into your business page too. Don't just post the stuff I'm going to show you from Avon Social. Post pictures of you using the products, or of outfits that you put together, or your testimonial, or what another customer said about the products. So play around with posting different types of content to see what attracts the people that are following your business page. The cool thing about our business page is that there is something called Insights, which can actually show you which things that you post on your business page get the most attention. So if, for example, that you see that when you post a photo, everybody sees it, the more people that it gets more reach, or it gets more comments or likes, you can then post more photos. So you can customize what you're doing to reach the people that have joined you in your business page. The way that you get to the Insights, on the top menu when you're on your business page, there's a little button that says Insights. You just click on that, and it will bring you to a page like this, which has a ton of information. I'm not going to dive into all of it, but it shows you, whether your posts are being reached, whether there's an increase in how many people are seeing your posts. It shows you things about your specific posts. So I can look here and see what I posted on July 3rd. I posted something. I can see that post did not get a very far reach or engagement. So I might take a look at that and might not want to do too much of that. But whereas something here, where I wrote, I seriously adore Avon fashion, I posted a bunch of images that I had put together, got a much higher reach, much more people saw that there. So apparently I want to do more pictures like that, because it got attention there. You can take a close look at all this information. There's a ton of cool information that can guide you in what you post. Use live video. And this goes back to something Carly was saying here too, because this is a really great opportunity where you can do something on your business page and then share it to your personal page. Live video is a wonderfully effective way to capture attention and to get people engaging with you in your business. When you go live, people get notified. Their friends may even see that they're watching you live at that point, depending on how the privacy on the post is set. If it's set as public, other people can see that too. So you're going to possibly pull in some other people that are going to see you live. And whenever you go live, people are generally curious, what is she going to talk about? What is she going live about? So it's a great way to get people to click in and show them some of the jewelry pieces, or do a live mask. Use one of our peel-off masks and do it live. People are going to be curious and come in. It gives you a time to talk and engage with the people that are on your page. Here's some facts that come from our friends over at Multibrain. Facebook is the most popular social media platform in the world, so it's a valuable place to go live. You can have a big impact by going live on Facebook. A couple tips: Schedule and promote your Facebook Live sessions to maximize viewership. So, for example, if you're planning on going live in the afternoon, let people know that you're going live at 3 o'clock, you're showing the new jewelry line, you're going to model the new fashions, let them know what's going to happen, promote it. You could even set up an event, to say that you're going to be going live, to start promoting that so that people watch it. Another tip, post your Facebook Live video to your page to keep increasing its views. So do your live video, save it on your business page, and then you can share it over to your personal page so that all those people who are not yet following your business page now are going to see this shared post, and hopefully it'll draw them over because they'll say, oh, she's doing fun things over there like a live makeover or whatever it is that you do during your live video. Tip, post your Facebook Live video to your page to keep increasing its views. I guess I didn't need to duplicate that slide, but there it is again. It's important. So make sure that you're sharing those things so that you can get the most views possible in your live videos. They have a big impact. All right, next thing we're going to talk about are Facebook groups. And as I talked about in the beginning of our session here, Facebook groups don't always have to be Avon related. It's another way that we can connect with people to create new relationships and get to know more people that can also get to know us, which could then potentially become customers. So in Facebook groups, it gives us the opportunity to attract, to optimize, and to grow our business. We can attract those new potential customers. We can develop relationships, get to know them, and then potentially turn that into business growth. So you can set up Facebook groups in a variety of different ways. You can create a public group, which is open to everybody. You can create a closed group, which people need to request to join. They can't see what the posts in the group until they are a member, but they can find the group. They can search for it and find that it exists and then request to join. Or a secret group is going to be only people that you share the link with will know that that group exists. Nobody else can even search for it and find it. You'll likely want to make your group a closed group, is the nice happy medium there that allows people to find your group, but it also gives you and the members of the group some privacy in what's posting, so it's not necessarily posted everywhere. Some things you may want to have public though, but closed tends to be the happy medium there. With your groups, don't add people automatically to the group that you create. Most people do not like being added to a group. I know that I've been added to some groups before that by people I don't even know well on topics that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. And I think, how did I get in this group? I start panicking when I see those posts show up because I didn't have any control over it. Don't automatically add people to your group. Invite them to join your group. Post about your group on your personal page. Send a message to the people that you think might be interested in your group to invite them. Your group can be for Avon customers. If you have a team, it could be an Avon team group. It could just be something you're interested in. Like the example I gave before, moms who love to cook could be a group that you set up and you invite other moms in there that like to cook and share recipes. It seems totally unrelated to Avon, but what it is giving you a way to connect with more people on Facebook, to create more friends, develop more relationships, to hear from more people's needs, which are all things that you can then harness into success for your business. This is an example. This is a screenshot of one of my groups. I have a number of different groups I've set up for different things. This one, most of you should recognize because it's our team Facebook group. This is a group I use for our team. Groups are nice because they're a place you can kind of create dialogue. Sometimes, for example, in our team group, sometimes I create a post and other people engage with it and ask questions. Sometimes other members of our team come to our group and they ask questions and get responses from me or for other members. It's a place that you can create discussion and get to know people. So groups can be an effective way to continue growing your business. All right, Avon Social. We have an amazing tool called Avon Social, which is something that Avon has partnered together with the experts over at Multibrain, the people that have been doing the Social Selling Simplified webinar series and meetings for us, and it gives us a way to very easily promote our business on Facebook. This is a great option, particularly for people who are not yet so comfortable with posting your own personal pictures or your own personal videos. I want you to get to that point because those have huge impact. But if you're just getting started and you're not sure what to post, Avon Social is going to make it easy. What I want to do, here's a screenshot from Avon Social, but we are going to dive in to the actual Avon Social and take a look at some of the things that you can do there because I want you to see some of the content. But essentially when you go to Avon Social, you can click on all the different categories that they've set up with these beautiful, bright images that you can use to promote your business. You can even easily add your web store links so that you don't even need to type that part out. You can even plan ahead. You can schedule your posts ahead of time. So if you have a very busy schedule during the week and you don't have a lot of time that you can be doing this every single day, but you know that you can set aside an hour each Saturday to set up your social media posts for the week, you can do that in Avon Social. You can sit down, plan everything out for the week, and then Avon Social will take care of making sure it all gets posted throughout the week. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch on over. We're going to go to Avon Social now because it's going to be the best way to show you around it. So let me come on over here to the Avon site. You're also getting a little bit of a preview here because I'm actually using the brand new Avon site that's coming. This is right now, it's in kind of test mode. There's a pilot group. This is the new youravon.com. So you're getting a little sneak peek of it right here. Everybody will have access to this soon. You'll see it looks a lot more like our web store. I love it. Carly has also had the chance to pilot it. So if she wants to chime in, if you're still here, Carly, the new youravon.com is
love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Yes.
Can't wait for everybody to see it. I'm not going to poke around too much in here right now, number one, because it's off topic for what we're talking about. And number two, I'm not sure how much is supposed to be, revealed right now or not. So, but this is why my site looks different than yours. So when I'm going to get to Avon Social, it's right here in my menu up here on the top, which is where it will be for all of you once you're on the new site. For you, for right now, if you're not on the new site, the main menu that runs along the top of your page here, which looks different than mine, you'll find Avon Social there. So you'll access it from the main menu. I'm going to click on it here. When you click on it, it's going to look the same for you as it does for me here. Okay, so it's loading up. All right, so when you get to Avon Social, this is what it's going to look like. And this looks the same whether you're on the new site or the old site. In Avon Social, the main thing that you're going to be, area that you're going to want to go to is Content Planner. The other thing I want to point out, though, before we dive in here is there is this box here called Training that has a lot of good information here. If you click on the training, there's actually some different trainings that you can do. If it loads, here it comes. So there's some different courses that you can do here, which has some different lessons in it. So this is a good place if you want more information. Get it from the experts here, from our friends at Multibrain, and you can come on over and do some of that training. I'm going to go back to our main menu here. Also in Avon U, there is also a social selling training, a social selling simplified section that has the recordings of the 8-session webinar series that they did for us at the beginning of last year, which is fantastic. It really lays out a lot of important things. But when you come to Avon Social, when you click over to Content Planner, when you're there, you'll see all these different categories that are set up for us. So there's bestsellers, campaigns. This is content organized by campaign, Aspira, all our different product categories here. There's also some stuff on events and incentives. This is that section with those Avon business page covers that I showed you. So if I wanted to change my business cover, I could just look here, pick the one I wanted. Let's say I wanted to do this one. I could say, yep, this is my business page. This is the one I want. And all I would have to do is click Set as Cover, and it would automatically change my Facebook business page cover. Isn't that cool? It's fast, it's automatic, but I like my vitamin C one there right now, so I'm going to leave it. But you can go ahead and browse some of those and pick a business cover. If you want to go back to categories, just click there. The other cool thing that you'll see is that there's all this Avon content, but then there's also all this lifestyle content. As we've been talking about, we want to have a balance on our pages, so it's 80% the journey, 20% the sell. All of these lifestyle things help us with that journey part. There are things that are fun. There's a section like this little just for fun area that's just got funny little pictures that you can post and tell people, you know, what are these camels saying to each other? Just silly little things, questions, things that engage people on your Facebook pages, which is going to ultimately help you to grow your business. So we've got that just for fun kind of stuff. There's inspirational stuff. There's articles. There's videos. But let me walk you through what you do to post one if you've never done this before. So I'm going to go to the campaign section. And we're in campaign 15, so I'm going to click on campaign 15. And then you see that there are some little images. There are some little videos here too. And you can just pick one that you want to post. So I like this one here. Click post. I'm going to select that I want this on my business page, which is this one. And I'm going to add my little note. Love the bright summer nail polish colors. Could do that. Then I can just click add a website link. I want my web store, my online store there. I like to put it on a separate line there. When I'm content with how it is, I can either post now or I can schedule the post if I want to post later. If I post now, it's going to go to my business page right away. It'll post there. If I want to post later, I can click on schedule now and say, okay, I want it today, but I want it at, let's say 1 o'clock p.m. So that'll be coming up in a little while. Click schedule now. Oop. Oh, it has to be at least 10 minutes from now. All right, let's try that again. Let's do 1:30 p.m. Okay, click that. It's going to schedule it at 1:30. That post is just going to show up on my business page. So you can schedule it like that for the short term, or you can just go through and you can actually set up your whole week, or you can set up your whole month full of posts. It's letting me know it was successful. So Avon Social is super duper easy to use. You can also click on this content calendar, which will load up. There you go. These are posts that I've scheduled or posted this week. So I posted one this morning. I just scheduled this one here. So if I want to change it or post at a different time, I can click on it again and update it. You can post on your personal page from Avon Social, or you can post on your business page. We can't currently post in groups. We used to be able to, but something changed on Facebook's end. So hopefully that'll get sorted out at some point. But that's Avon Social in a nutshell. Let me come over here, back here. I want to show you a couple more things, and then we'll poke around on a few more things and take a look at a couple things before we wrap up. So another tip here, add a video about your product for more sales. On youravon.com, under the Campaign Insider section, we have a shareable videos section, which has some great videos that offer tips on how to create different makeup, cosmetic looks, just product information. They're like little mini commercials, and you can click on the link there, which will actually bring people when they click on it to see the video to your web store, so they can then shop directly with you. So use the shareable video gallery. Custom hashtags. Hashtags can be a great way to help people to find content on Facebook or other Instagram, where we're talking mostly about Facebook here, but you can certainly use hashtags to kind of group your content together with other similarly themed things. Avon sometimes actually gives us hashtags that we can use. For example, hashtag Brilliantly Avon is a hashtag, or hashtag Avon Fashion, or hashtag Avon Jewelry, or hashtag Avon Rep. And if other people search Avon Rep or Avon Fashion or Avon Jewelry, they're going to now find your post grouped together with other people who are posting about the same thing. You might want to use things that are just hashtags that you're creating, that like Moms Who Love Beauty, or beautiful moms, or stay-at-home mom, things like that other people might be searching for. And when they get there, they're going to find you and your Avon products, which is going to be a great way for you to connect with new potential customers. A tip about hashtags, this is specifically for Facebook, is that only use 1 to 2 hashtags per post on Facebook. Otherwise, it could potentially lower your engagement rates. Now, that's on Facebook specifically. On Instagram, the rule is different. On Instagram, go crazy, go wild with your hashtags, and that's going to actually help you grow your business. On Facebook, be selective and choose 1 to 2 hashtags that really represent the posts that you're making. Okay, and another thing here is, if you haven't already, one of the things I strongly suggest that everybody do is go to your own personal web store and sign up as a customer. So at the top, there'll be an option to log in, and when you get there, it'll give you an option to create an account. So you want to create an account, sign up as a customer on your own personal web store. The reason is, when you do that, you will also then be put on the list for automated emails, so that you get the emails that your customers are getting that have signed up on your web store, so that you can see what's happening. This is one of the best ways to know when Avon is offering a limited time free shipping deal or a free gift with their with order. Sometimes these emails also have just beautiful images that I'll like to take a screenshot of something like this, and then I use that and post it on my personal page or on my business page. So it's just something, it's another tool that you can use to stay in the loop about what's going on in your online store, and use those images and advertisements to continue growing your business. Okay, we are going to stop here. I'm going to stop share. And I want to bring everybody just to kind of take a look at my business page, my personal page, things like that, just to kind of see what they look like in real life. But are there any questions or comments before we do that for a few minutes? Okay, so we are going to, I'll switch back to screen share for just a few minutes. I just want to kind of show you what some things look like in real life, and then we will wrap up. Okay, so this was Avon Social, and we poked around here for a little bit. One of the things I said that I was going to mention on the homepage on our youravon.com site is how to find your web store address if you're not sure what it is. So let me see if I can move here. On the new site, it has it up here. Also on the current Your Avon site, towards the top right, you should see your online store, and it will tell it to you. You can even copy it here this way, which is kind of nice. So you can make sure you're sharing the correct site. Another place you can always look is in the web office. This is going to look the same for you as it does currently. On the web office, if you go there and yours looks the same way, you'll find a little box that says your online store URL, and it's right there. So you can ensure that you're sharing the correct web store office address. Facebook, personal page. We talk about making sure that our page it should clearly reflect the fact that we are an Avon representative, but it should feel personal. It should be primarily our journey and things that are personal. So this is what it looks like if you come to my personal page. And if we're not friends already on Facebook, send me a friend request, and we'll be friends on Facebook, and you can then take a closer look. But if people come here to this site, they see pictures of my kids, they see pictures of me, they can see my web store here, a little bit about me. Scrolling down through some of my posts, I do have an Avon post here that I posted yesterday about bug guard, so it's something timely. Going down a little bit, you'll see I posted something about a pool table, just asking for advice. Again, ask questions, just engage people. All that conversation is going to just gets people involved, gets you involved with your friends. Something about my dog, little cutie, a little picture of my James. So I've got a lot of personal stuff here, scrolling through it. Then we've got that post that I did a screenshot here of my friend who had placed the order and shared it. So I've got some Avon stuff, some, again, personal stuff, totally non-Avon related. Then we've got some Avon related stuff. I put these images together. I was just having fun last weekend, kind of combining and making virtual outfits online. I copied them into a picture, and so I was posting them with a fun little comment, about them. I posted things I thought go well together. So there's some of those. There's an old shared picture from last year of vacation. So it's a balance. There's that one I showed the screenshot of. So you notice when you come here, it's not just Avon, 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 but it's clear that I'm an Avon representative. The posts of the things that I am posting are as personal as I can make them, with some other, more custom things from Avon Social thrown in that are more advertisement. My kids. So that's what this personal page looks like. It feels personal. It's got Avon on it, but it's not just buy for me, buy for me, buy for me. Now, if we want to take a look at, first off, let me show you again up in the top here. If you click, that's the arrow I talked about where you can create a page. So if you don't have a business page, that's where you can go. That's also where you can create a group. So that's your little arrow that you'll go to. If we go on over to my business page, here's what it looks like in real life. My business page it's your business storefront. So I use Avon Social a lot more on my business page. So my business page is more heavily business and a little less personal and less social. But I try to pull in some of the social stuff too. So I'll post pictures of myself wearing outfits that I like. But I use a lot of the Avon Social content, advertising the best sale ever, put your web store link. We talked about, here's up at the top where you click on Insights to see Insights. This is what we talked about earlier, where you can click Settings to click on Messaging to set up your instant response assistant down there. So you've got that there. There's a whole bunch of other, you can play around with everything in settings and set up different things, but definitely get yourself a business page and invite people to join it. Promote your business page so that you can get people to come on over there. I am going to stop. It's my sister. I'm going to stop right here and just see if we have any questions or comments before we wrap this up. I hope that we have gone through a lot of things, a lot of general tips, a lot of information about personal pages, business pages, and groups. So I hope that in all of that, you're seeing some new tools that you can use to promote yourself online. But do we have any questions, any comments? Okay. Got something, Claudia?
No, I was just gonna say very informative.
Oh, good, good. Did you learn anything new?
Yes, because my issue now is doing stuff online. I mean, social media, and I'm very struggling about it. I'm struggling about it. I don't know how to word stuff,
Right.
what to show, and like I said, I don't want to shout.
Right.
I don't show a lot of myself. I'm trying to do more.
Yep.
So that's what I have to work on.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And that's the thing. And don't, like we were saying before, just be you. You know, your posts don't have to look and feel like somebody else. So be conversational and be you. So when you're trying to think of how to word something, think about how would you say it to somebody. If you were just meeting a girlfriend for coffee and you wanted to tell her about something, what would you say? You know, and just kind of think like what words would come out of your mouth, and just be chatty, just be conversational and share those things, you know, and just be you.
I'm gonna try that definitely.
Good, good. It makes such a huge difference. And when we frame our minds around just being social on social media and connecting with people, it makes such a big difference. I think the biggest thing, and I think before all of this social selling simplified training, I think I did it too. Most of my posts, if I were doing something to promote my Avon business, a lot of my posts just looked like a product image in my web store link. That's pretty much what I was doing to promote my business. But we don't get results that way. Those things, all of us are so inundated with advertising and things on our feeds that if all we're doing is posting a generic picture of a product and our web store link, our friends and our potential customers are likely scrolling right by. So instead of posting just the product images in your link, think of ways like, how can I make this personal? What are the products that you truly know and love and use? What things can you take a picture of or can you take a video of? Because that's what's going to make people stop, and you're going to get noticed that way. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up then, because we have been just about an hour here, which is perfect. So I was hoping to keep it all within an hour, but there were so many things I wanted to share. As far as follow-up, I hope that everybody watching this video, if you don't have a business page, set up a business page. If you've mostly just been posting your web store link and not bringing in the personal on your personal page, bring in the personal. Try a live video. Post more images of yourself. If you're not yet using Avon Social, use Avon Social. Sit down with it and plan out your posts for a week and get those going, so that we can really just start using some of these tools and bringing it all together to grow your business. So we're going to stop this one here. This is probably going to be our last boot camp session for a few weeks. I'm going to take a break for a few weeks until we get past Rep Fest. And then we'll probably come back in after Rep Fest and kind of take a look at what things everybody has been doing and dive a little bit deeper into some of the other topics like fundraisers and vendor events and things like that that could take a topic of their own, a session of their own to dive into. So thank you, Claudia and Carly, for joining live, and I hope everybody enjoys the recording.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.